Second round of the DaCosta Cup. We are in Montego Bay for a Zone 8 doubleheader, starting with a clash between Anchovy High and Irwin High. We are live from Cornwall College in St. James. It's pretty hot out here in Cornwall. Of course, 30 degrees Celsius, the temperature stands at, and humidity is at 71%. Well, Anchovy High celebrating 50 years of existence as a school. Not the best season that they would have wanted, but they have a lot to work for, while Irwin has been a fairy tale for them, unexpectedly at the top of the table, and they're looking to soar even higher as they move on to the second round of the DaCosta Cup. That is how I welcome you here today. My name is Gerard Morris-Seeley, and I'm joined by Kimani O'Sullivan.
Thank you, Gerard. It's a lovely day for some DaCosta Cup action. We're here in St. James at Cornwall. We're on a lovely surface, and these two teams have a lot to prove. Anchovy really struggling this season, while Irwin is really on a high, being undefeated in the group.
We were already on the road at 7 o'clock, so after 3 hours being here, getting ready to see some football is something lovely, and I can't wait to see how this game plays out. Anchovy High, they come up against Irwin. Irwin, a school that we don't usually talk about when it comes to advancing to the second round, but this could very well be the first year that they go to the second round. We had some DaCosta Cup action on Saturday. One game we brought to you that came from Garvey, Maceo. We were there for the first time, as we are here in Cornwall at Cornwall College for the first time, and that clashes between Garvey, Maceo and Vere Technical. Let's go upstairs to our commentary team. Donald Oliver, he's joined by Chris Taylor, and they'll take you through the action.
Thanks, Gerard. Yeah, it was a top of the table clash between Vere Technical and Garvey Maceo, and we expected a lot more than we eventually got in this one. There were few and far between the chances, Chris Taylor, but in the end, Garvey Maceo, the defending champions, came out on top. Nervy started the back there, and Garvey Maceo had a few chances in that first half. That head off the bar.
Yeah, well, this was actually an opportunity for Vere. Nearly an own goal against Garvey Maceo there. Having a few chances in the first half there, none other than to this man, their leading goal scorer in Malcolm Lennon with the left foot. And that was well saved on that occasion by Junior Stone. And then that attempt as well by Banton. Yep. And it was pushed around the bar. So yeah, there are fair opportunities, especially outside of the box. And then this moment, that changed the scoreline.
Yeah, it did. The referee waited, made sure that he was very much aware of what took place, and 3 minutes in the second half, a goal was scored. The former Vere captain now wears the armband for Garvey Maceo.
Nevon Myrie, and yeah, that came after 48 minutes, his third of the season, Myrie. And then there's this attempt again. This was second half action now. What a save that was by Junior Stone, who ended up being the man of the match. Lovely save down low. And yeah, kept the clean sheet for Garvey Maceo, the defending champions.
It really was a wonderful save, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then McLaughlin at the other end.
Yeah. Came out to punch it there, and then handball right on the line, easy call.
Second penalty of the game awarded to Garvey Maceo. And yeah, he thought he was being fancy there with the handwork, which was Henry Scott. And yeah, got his marching orders as well, the Vere Technical number 5. And Garvey Maceo would make it safe.
Yep, safe in the 90th minute, converting well to the right of the goalkeeper.
Orlando Lawrence with his 5th of the season to go with his 1 assist in the game as well, because he earned the first penalty. And Garvey Maceo keeping a clean sheet yet again, and a victory over their Clarendon rivals, Vere Tech.
Yeah, so Fugger Road actually came out on top in their game with Campbell, as you just saw Garvey Maceo with the 2-0 win. So Fugger Road, they're tied on 10 points with Vere Technical, and of course Garvey Maceo, they are on 16 points. Just to make note that Fugger Road, they've actually played a game less than Vere Technical, so very much in the driver's seat, and destiny still in their own hands, Chris Taylor.
Big opportunity for Fugger Road, who earned a draw against Vere in the first encounter by 1-all. It was in that game, so all to play for there, and they would like their chances. Not often you see Fugger Road causing such problems in Zone N, but lovely to see Garvey Maceo up on top and sailing to the second round.
Thank you so much, Donald and Chris. I'm joined by two fans, one from each school. Anchovy here, they are represented by Wilton, and Irwin is represented by Nathaniel. Let me start with Anchovy. Wilton, it hasn't been the best season for you all. Do you think, though, this could be the first game that you win this season?
Yes, for sure.
How confident are you in the team?
100%.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You've seen them play so far. Do you think, let me ask you this. What is the strongest part of their game?
Strongest part of their game is a midfielder. Yeah.
You think they can build on that and score some goals today?
Yes, I have confidence in them, so yes.
All right, so you're celebrating 50 years of existence this year. Do you think that a win would kick off, or should I say enhance the celebrations?
Well, yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Give me a prediction. What scoreline do you think is going to end here today?
1-0.
1-0
Yeah.
in favor of Anchovy.
Yeah.
All right, let's get that. Let's move over now to Nathaniel. Nathaniel, Irwin has a tradition, well, not a tradition. They have a reputation of not making it to the second round of the DaCosta Cup. This year, you've qualified for the DaCosta Cup. How are you feeling as an Irwin student?
I am feeling very nice that we reached this far now. I'm actually very happy that we reached this far in the DaCosta Cup. And last season was kind of terrible that we've not have reached this far in this year.
But you've made it now.
Yeah.
So how do your schoolmates feel about being in the second round of the DaCosta Cup?
They are feeling amazing.
Yeah.
Like, they're happy now that they reach like farther in the DaCosta Cup, and you know.
Well, a lot of our viewers wouldn't know that you are a Colts player for Irwin, and when you look at these boys playing manning the DaCosta Cup, do you see yourself being here? How are you excited to come here very soon?
Yes, I'm very excited. I'm currently playing under 14, going up all the way up to try and reach the Costa Cup. I will actually try my hardest when I reach the Costa Cup, and you know, it's a blessing to see our Irwin Costa Cup team reach this far, and yeah.
All right, good. So you've heard from the fans. Now it's time to look at our save of the week.
Clark would have given away the ball like that.
Here's a chance. That's a good effort. Oh, what a save that is. Alan Banton almost announced his name in this match. But Junior Stone, the most certainty he has shown in goal, made a popular save.
Again, Lennon allowed too much space. Play the provider this time. Good strike by Banton.
Save of the week, Kimani, that one kept the deadlock for between Garvey, Maceo and Vere Technical. Of course, you know, they went on to win. Garvey, Maceo went on to win 2-0. Junior Stone represents Garvey. Is that your pick for save of the week?
It is. It's an excellent save. You can see the goalkeeper's athleticism being on display there. It's a shot from far. If memory serves me correctly, the conditions on the day were rather windy.
Yeah, they were.
So he had some work to do. So in that regard, I would definitely choose that for my save of the week.
Okay, fair point. But if I was to rebut that, there was another save that he made after Garvey Maceo went up 1-0 in the first half, well, the second half. I think that is the save for me. Even though they won 2-0, it kept their lead and kept a clean sheet as well. So let's take a look at that one, and you can just for yourself. So that was mine.
It's an impressive save. He had some work to do, It's not as difficult as the first one. A long shot, anything can happen. A knuckleball, curve. I'm sticking with the first.
I'm sorry that we didn't see the goal camera angle, because if you look at it, he had to stretch very far to get that one. He had to take a step and then go for the dive. So to do that and to read the striker where it was going, I think it was a good, very good save.
It wasn't good as good as the first one, but
well, we can leave our viewers to decide. Both of those saves will be posted on our Instagram page. You can leave your comment, leave your vote. Which one was the better save for you? We'll see. We'll come back again and we'll go through that at a later date. But for now, let's take a look at which player has the goal of the week.
Foul initially on Grizzle, but wasn't called. Tried to continue, then lost it. I thought he might have called it back, the official.
Well, here's Mona. Gordon on it now, thinking of the shot. Takes the shot! Oh, that's brilliant! Tristate Gordon! That was simply stunning! Mona's number 7 gets his 4th this season, and I'm not sure if you'll hit a better one than that. Campbell 0, Mona 1.
How many times have we seen that in football? Something not called at one end, and then on the return, the opposition getting a goal. Great strike though, cutting in well onto the right foot. Goalkeeper Reed, no chance. Goalkeeper Jones, I should say.
Wonderful goal.
Yeah, Kimani, no surprise there.
Absolute belter there.
Who does that remind you of?
I have to be honest, it reminds me of Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah, it's curler, cut inside, curler, top.
Right, it's a top bins finish.
And brilliant.
You know, it kind of reminds me of me in my prime. I always say this.
We had this discussion before, Kimani.
Gerard, did you watch me play?
Who did you play for, Kimani? You didn't tell me who you played for.
You would have to see me play.
Yes, but you would have to tell me who you played for first.
We'll have a pickup game one day, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. But before that, we'll be going to a quick commercial break, and when we're back, more DaCosta Cup action here on your Home of Champions.
Trinidad and Tobago's Secondary School Football League. That will be on SportsMax 2 on Wednesday. Fatima College, the alma mater of Brian Charles Lara. Yes, of course, you know that name, West Indies legend. They play against Speyside High. They the only team from Tobago. That match will be at 2:30 p.m., 3:30 p.m. in Trinidad and Tobago in the Eastern Caribbean. And on the app, SportsMax Plus, Malik Secondary, they play against East Mukarapo. That game is at 1 p.m., 2 p.m. in the Eastern Caribbean. And of course, we have more for you on SportsMax Plus. That game at 3 p.m., 4 p.m. in the Eastern Caribbean. San Juan North, they play against Presentation College. Welcome back to Cornwall College, where we are here for the match in Zone A between Anchovy High and Irwin High.
Yes, you mentioned earlier the fairy tale season Irwin is having, topping the group thus far, and Anchovy really struggling to really get their season into gear, struggling at the bottom of the season, of the table. Hasn't gotten a win yet, hasn't gotten a point yet, Gerard.
Yeah, and it all started when they played against Green Pond. They lost that game 3-0. Of course, they would have played Green Pond already, but St. James High then delivering to Cornwall College, giving them 8-5 from Irwin. They would have played already, and 4-1 against Malden. Green Pond then giving them 3-1. They managed to score back against Green Pond, but they've not really had this season that they would have wanted. And then they look now to close out with this match against Irwin, and Malden will be their last game, both at home. That
5-0 might be weighing on their mentals a bit, but they might show some mettle to bounce back today. We don't know.
Yeah, but Irwin, on the other hand, they've had a very good season so far, beating St. James 1-0, and that kind of kick-started what we have now, this fairy tale that we have now. 2-0 against Green Pond. Anchovy, they would have played, they have 5-0 in that one. Cornwall College edging them out 2-1, and I think that was the biggest upset of this zone. 2 draws against St. James and then Malden in the next 2 games, drawing again with Malden because they played back-to-back games, and then Green Pond giving them a 2-0 win, beaten. So Irwin High, their first DaCosta Cup was in 2013, and they've grown from strength to strength. They would have struggled to get at the top of the table. 2016 was their best year. They finished 3rd in Zone A, and but this season they've really just outdone themselves.
It goes to show the improvement happening in the DaCosta Cup with teams like Irwin. And as we take a look at the standings here, you see Irwin being on top of the table. Second, Cornwall College, the venue we are at currently, and wallowing at the bottom there, you see Anchovy yet to score a goal, and also their goal difference is -28, Gerard.
Yeah, and Green Pond, of course, some people will be interested in seeing how they're doing, because of course you know that the best thirds, 2 of the best thirds go through. They don't really have a chance because of their win ratio, but I'm sure that they will still be looking to win as many games as they can.
Remaining fixtures in Zone A, Anchovy taking on Irwin. Today we have Cornwall taking on St. James High, and also elsewhere Green Pond is taking on Malden.
Yeah, so these teams would have played against each other 9 times since 2012, and they're all coming out of Zone A. 2014 Anchovy, they would have won 4-1, 3-0 then in 2016, and 2-1 both in favor of Irwin. Anchovy then returning the favor in 2017. They only played each other 1 time. 2-1 was that scoreline. 3-2 then Anchovy again would have picked up a win in 2018. Both 2 wins in 2019. 1 for Anchovy, well, both for Anchovy at 4-0, and 2022. So far, the first game this season, 5-0 in favor of Irwin. So Anchovy, they have a knack for beating Irwin in the head-to-head, the recent head-to-head that is. The first game this season though, Irwin was able to turn that around.
Definitely. Here we have some school facts for Anchovy High. 50 years of existence. Their colors are yellow and beige. Their population is 2,173, and they are yet to win a DaCosta Cup title. The motto they go by is "Light up the best in me."
Yeah, so Kimani, you would have had a chat to their coach, Clevin Patterson, and let's hear what he told you.
Coach, it hasn't been smooth sailing for you and your boys thus far in the group. How has your preparation been to take on this Irwin team?
we have been doing some work. You know, recently we have a change of coach. The coach that started the season, he is no longer with us. Now we are just working to get our squad up to par. We have a very young team, and we have been doing the work. We have been doing a lot of background work because the preseason it wasn't so smooth. So we're just trying to get these boys up to competition level at this point.
Right. What can we expect today in particular? Can we expect you to have a go at this Irwin team?
Most definitely. They are the zone leaders, and I know that they are not going to come here to just sit and play around. So we are going to be attacking this team. And at the end of the day, we have not won a game since this season. So to be victorious against the zone leader is of utmost importance for us today.
You mentioned playing the zone leaders. What would a win like that do for the Anchovy camp?
Well, for us, these boys have been playing well since the return leg of this competition. I know that winning this game today will most definitely boost the spirit heading into the last game. And most definitely, I think that we are going to be victorious today. That is the aim of any competition, to win a game, alright?
Time to look now at the digital player to watch, and he is Devon Stewart, 15 years old, with the career goal, SBF under-19 career goal, to represent the national under-17 team. And he has 7 games this season. This is his first season at 15 years old, but 1 goal. But I think he can realize that dream is he continues to work hard. Irwin High, a very young school in Jamaica. They were only established in 2004, celebrating 18 years. Lavender and white are the colors that they sport. Have a school population of 1,325. Yet to win a DaCosta Cup, yet to win a Ben Francis Cup as well, yet to win an Olivier Shield. And their motto simply says, strive for excellence, never yielding.
Gerard had a chance to catch up with Coach Norman Foster. Here's what he had to say.
Coach, you've pretty much qualified for the second round. What is your approach to this game?
Well, the approach to this game is basically like any other game, you know. Don't look at any team much different. It's a game of football. Everyone is on a level playing field. So, you know, I know Anchovy, they haven't won a game since season, and I know surely the coach would like to go out with even a win. So, you know, my game is just like any other game, you know, very serious and for us to be going forward.
Yeah. So will you play your strongest 11 today, or have you taken the opportunity to give some of the other boys a go?
Well, I'm playing my strongest 11. You know, there's nothing changed. You just have to keep on, put it in the boys, and that they get more gel together each game, more and more. So, you know, it will be my strongest team out there anyway.
Well, as you mentioned, the Anchovy team will be playing with their hearts on their sleeves just for pride. What have you said to your boys to ensure that they don't drop that level of intensity that they've had so far this season?
Well, it's just to get out there and just play the normal game and play for each other. You know, just be there for each other. It brings us right here, and hope that they just continue to carry us through the season that way.
Let's take a look at our player to watch for Irwin High, Leo Campbell, sporting the very popular number 10. This is his 5th season, and he's a forward, and he's looking to lead his team from the front lines with 8 appearances, clocking 4 goals in those appearances. Had a talk with the coach earlier before about Leo, and he speaks of him being creative, being a dribbler. I wonder if his name is Leo. Message arrived.
I guess you'll see here very soon. It's almost time for kickoff, Kimani, and our viewers. So we'll take a break now. When we come back, you'll be hearing not from us, but from our commentary team of Donald Oliver and Chris Taylor. They'll be taking you through the action. Don't go anywhere.
time to be in the Western region here on the island of Jamaica for this doubleheader, the first of which is an interesting one between Irwin High, who are the leaders of this group, and Anchovy High, who resides at the bottom at this point in time. Or when they've come out of nowhere really to be on top of this group, which can be considered a surprise. And here at Cornwall College, we'll see them in action to see what they really are about. You can be the judge of it. That's Anchovy. They haven't really covered themselves in glory this season, but they've had the better of Irwin High in the past, so you know, it's just Irwin's time to dominate, it seems. But let's see how both these teams will perform under the bright sunshine here at Cornwall College. Really hot conditions. Chris Taylor, who is with me, and yeah, what are you anticipating from this game, from this rivalry this afternoon?
Based on what we've seen so far this season, Donald, great to be here as well. First time covering here at Cornwall College. Yeah. Such a astute institution. But yeah, I think Irwin's dominance will continue here as well. Anchovy still looking for their first point. Yes, they've dominated this fixture over the years, but this is a different year. Irwin have already created history because they are going to the second round. They have already qualified, and they're just solidifying their place at the top of the group. As this goes on, they're in the purple. So I think it's going to continue. A 5-0 victory in the first leg of this encounter earlier this season. And even though they have gone through, well, maybe some flat results of recent, Irwin, last week they got themselves back in order with that 2-0 win over Green Pond. But that was coming off 4 draws in a row. I think they're going to get back to business here against an Anchovy team who have really struggled, conceded some 32 goals already this season, and I think that will continue this afternoon.
We usually have really good standard bearers from out of the West, and Irwin, they've really tried to make their mark this season and stake a claim to be the standard bearers out of St. James, and we really hope that they put on a good showing here, even though it's not the litmus test that we anticipate, if you know what I mean, because it is expected that Irwin will get the better of Anchovy, but because of this rivalry, who knows? Referee Damian Coombs, the fourth official is Richard Bowl, Lyndon Smith and Glenmore Morris. They are the assistant referees for this afternoon's encounter. That's Anchovy. They're the home team. They're considered the home team for this fixture. Let's see how they will line up. Alanta Barrett will be in goal. They'll have a back four of Moses James, Ronaldo Cox, Ian Nedrick and Dante White. Devon Stewart and O'Neill Irving will be in the middle of the pack. Montague, that's Rawan Montague on the left, Campbell on the right, and Jordan Gale behind the striker, Aiden James.
They'll be playing with a 4-3-3 Anchovy. Out for their captain in the middle of the park, the number 8, Devon Stewart, and Nathan Campbell from the right wing there, number 17, with a goal and assist so far this season. But yeah, they've really struggled to find the back of the net, Anchovy. But as you said, this has been a fixture they've dominated over the years. Can they ring the same tune?
Jaquan Kenton will be the custodian for Irwin. He wears the number 40. They also have a back four of Ajay Walters, Lejay Dorman, CJ Johnson, the captain, and Nicholas Fletcher in the middle of the park. Kenoy Morant, Ronaldo Hilton, O'Neill White, and Fabian Gray, who has a couple of goals to his name. And Nicholas Samuels will play behind the striker Leo Campbell, their number 10, with 4 goals.
And Norman Foster, their coach, they'll be playing with a 4-2-3-1. Irwin, as I said, some 13 goals already on the season. Leo Campbell, their leading goal scorer, with 4 and 1 assist. Their number 10, look out for him. A man who scored 2 goals and had 2 assists last season. And he could be causing a lot of problems. Of course, CJ Johnson, well, they're the captain's armband. They're number 6.
And we're on the way here at Cornwall College. First time broadcasting from the school. Yet another new venue in the portfolio of the Home of Champions. And it's a pleasure being here. Always told that this is an exciting venue to broadcast football from, especially when Cornwall College is playing. You'll get to see that a little bit later on when the home team will take on St. James in a derby. But for now, the opening game, Anchovy against Irwin. Irwin considered to be the heavy favourites in this one. They are the group leaders, and they'll be hoping to impress against this Anchovy team.
They have impressed so many so far from the start of the season. 18 points from their 8 games, 5 wins, 3 draws. As we see Clevon Patterson, that is the Anchovy head coach. Lots of work. He's coming in here very confident though that he'll be able to cause damage, even though he lost by 5-0 in the first leg earlier this season.
Well, he wasn't around then. It's a late replacement made by Anchovy to the coaching staff. He's actually the head of the physical education department, so he's been working with the team. Of course, he'd know the players, but he's been working with the team for this last couple of weeks, so has a lot on his plate. And I guess not a lot of it is expected from this Anchovy team, so they just want to be as consistent as they can. Here's Anchovy.
Many have said that the St. James group is not what it used to be in terms of strength. Do remember that Cornwall College have won the most DaCosta Cups of all schools with 12. And Irwin, who have never made it out of the zone, their best result coming in 2016, where they placed 3rd behind Cornwall and St. James. So already this is a history-making season for the team in purple.
They're a young school. I think they came about 18 years ago, Irwin. So obviously not a lot of tradition. They're trying to make their way inside the box now. Just a couple of players to aim for. They get the corner kick though, and we'll be seeing a lot more from him, Leo Campbell. And he's the man in charge of Irwin High, Norman Foster. CJ! Bellowing to his captain, CJ Johnson, who is making his way inside the box as one of the centre backs.
They've done some good work inside the opposition box so far this season, Irwin. A team who have never been known to score a lot of goals. They've found 13 of them in their first 8 games.
Well, they need a good delivery here, and that wasn't the best. Campbell is trying to get something inside the box, or rather that's Fabian Gray. White. Thinking of a shot and didn't have time to do so. Ball sent out wide. They're playing around with this nicely, Irwin. Good working of the space. Ball played inside. There's a shot that's wide of the mark in the end. So confident start from Irwin High in the opening stanza of this one. From one end to the next. Irwin coming forward. Tenoy Morant was challenged there. 1 goal to his name so far for the winger. Irwin's number 7. White. Moran trying to pick it up. Not the best clearance that was. Can he keep it in play, Morant? No, he can't. It's going to be a goal kick to Anchovy High. Cornwall College does have a unique look. By the way, that call was for offside. Flag going up late there. Cornwall College, it has a unique look. That stand over on the far side, when it's full, when it's jam-packed, it's quite a sight.
It's quite a height as well.
Yes, it is. Morant lofts this one to the edge of the box, and it's easily handled by Anchovy. I suspect that they'll grow in confidence once this game remains at 0-0. Anchovy High. But it's the team in lavender with the majority of the possession so far. Hilton trying to place that one through, and now he'll go the other way. Oh, he didn't have the speed, did he? Aiden James. We've seen some diminutive players in schoolboy football, and I think James is the smallest. Oh, a number of players going forward. Had so many good options there, decided to take the shot. Not sure, don't think that was the best option. And the flag has gone up again. You know, they could breach this Irwin High defense, but they need a little bit of quality.
Yeah, here's a build-up play again. And as I said, James lacking in speed there. Well covered by the Irwin defense.
I was making a point that Aiden James is probably the smallest of the schoolboy footballers that we have seen this season. There he is trying to get on the edge of that cross.
A couple of players from Campbell might have something to say about that.
No, Jardel
Williams being one.
He's taller than that, I'm sure, I'm positive. Yes, he is.
I'm wondering if that's false confidence. Donald Oliver. I think Williams is in the battle for that for that shortest man, and he's not the only one. But yeah, not very tall, James, and well, his team on the back foot now.
Here's a chance as this one is pulled across the face of goal, and it goes into the net. Not sure if there was a deflection there, but he will definitely claim it. He was through on goal, and it was an easy finish there in the end. And Irwin takes the lead through Fabian Gray, who gets his third this season.
Way too easy. The pass coming from Leo Campbell, who records his second assist of the season. And yeah, the left side of the Anchovy defense vacant, and the group leaders making them pay. That's the sixth goal they've scored against them this season. Not the start that Anchovy would have been looking for. 6 wins out of 8 encounters against Irwin.
And they're looking to go forward another time, and then a crucial tackle.
Yeah, this season does a totally different story.
Well, the referee has penalized CJ Johnson there, and Johnson can't believe it because
neither can
I suspect any touch he's saying would be a foul against the diminutive Aiden James, but I thought that it was
shoulder to shoulder.
Well, not quite, obviously, but I think
extension of the arm, I think.
Maybe
extension of the arm is what referee Coombs saw. Left the ball, did the captain. But yeah, soft, but I guess it would look that way.
It would, wouldn't it? This one is driven in to the one-man wall. And Irwin They have to defend this corner kick here. Gale to deliver. 5 players inside the box at the near post. It came off the post. I think James may have gotten a touch there at the near post. We'd have to see that one again. And almost a mix-up at the back in the end. It's cleared away by Moses James, but that one going through, it could have been an own goal, you know. And the keeper
did well.
Yeah. I don't think it actually came off the post, but here's another opportunity for Irwin. Morant does well. Irwin thinking of the shot, and Campbell, his effort was charged down. Fletcher. A long punt that was easily handled there by the Irwin defense. Oh, that's a wonderful ball out wide to Morant, who sends it inside the area. It's another chance for Irwin to go ahead. Comes back to Morant. Morant trying to cut back inside and ran into traffic. Walters. Hilton sends it upfield, and it's too far forward. Vere was trying to get on the end of that one.
That was a really good pass. I think Gray just hesitated, and that cost him picking up the pass, but that was a lovely pass there, splitting the lines. And yeah, Irwin having things their way in the first 14 minutes. There's our number 8, Ronaldo Hilton, looking good on the ball. Plays in that central defensive midfield role, Hilton, but from what we've seen so far, good passing ability, the number 8. Both himself and Leah Campbell seem to be good distributors. 8 and 10.
Iron step.
Keeper coming out, claiming it. Well, at least that's what he wanted to do. This one is driven in at the near post, and the keeper standing firm. Alanda Barrett. There's another attempt driven in by Fabian Gray, looking for a second of the game. Barrett was in the way. Corner kick coming in. Anticipating another delivery inside the box soon. This one is driven in straight to the keeper. Bart collects comfortably on this occasion. Keeper recycling it early. Walters with a touch inside. And they've lost it in a dangerous position. Let's see if Anchovy can capitalize here. No, they can't. That was a poor ball coming in from Campbell. Not sure what the thinking was on that occasion from Devon Stewart.
First a couple of occasions that Stewart has picked it up in the middle. The captain, he's been thinking about a 30-40 yard drive. And we're yet to see good connection. As you said, they'll need a lot more imagination if they're going to get anything from this Anchovy. No clear-cut plan so far in the first 15 minutes or so.
Morant as well. Seemed to be having his own way over on the left-hand side for Irwin. Morant utilizing his strength well and gets by a couple of defenders. And the third trying to go all the way.
One touch too many for Morant, showing good strength there. Sometimes looks a little bit complacent on the ball, Morant, but had the right idea, just that extra touch there. Yeah, that was just too heavy. Maybe should have been looking for one of his teammates in and around the penalty area.
There's a stand, the famous Cornell College stand, and it's going to be jam-packed a little bit later on when their school come onto the field to take on St. James in a big derby.
There will be one that Cornwall College definitely need to win if they plan to try and progress from this group. Very close at the moment between second and fifth.
Here's a chance for Irwin. That's a decent ball inside the box. Ball did go out of play though, and it's going to be a goal kick.
When you look at this zone A, Irwin in first position with 18 points. Then you have Cornwall in second with 12. Greenpond third with 10. Malden 9. St. James 9. So between second and fifth, there's 3 points separating them, which, as you know, is just one victory. So a lot to play for all those teams. Irwin clear cut to go through for their first time in their history. Best showing before this 2016, where they came third in the zone, never been out of the first round. And what a moment it is for them and the management staff, the school, everything. Especially considering they've only been around since 2004, 18 years.
Walters delivers inside and somehow it found a way through, and this should be put away. Oh, that's a brilliant save. Let's see what they can do on the rebound. Nothing much. It's Barrett who somehow managed to hold on to that one. But another big chance for Irwin in that bit of play, and they could not capitalize. They have another chance here. Ajay Walters making a run, and a foul was committed on him.
Number 21, Nicholas Samuels, just too easy here. Look at this ball played through. This was a lovely pass initially. Samuels let it go, which was intelligent play. Came to Campbell, then to Samuels, and Samuels no real conviction in the finish. And then a lazy attempt at the follow-up header. And the goalkeeper doing enough. In the end, Barrett.
Here's another chance for Irwin, and that's over the top, and that will go behind.
And even though Montego Bay is such a, this is in the city or on the outskirts as well, such a dense city, still quite a bit of greenery around the stadium here at Cornwall. Lots of trees to be seen.
Yep.
As you can see there, lots of greenery to the sides and
the field has sprinklers as well, and we saw it in operation when we got here, so
hence the lush conditions.
Yeah, if it's not totally level.
That's been an improvement I've seen with a lot of schools over the last couple of years. The grass covering much better.
Well, here they are coming forward again. This one, I think he was trying to just poke that forward, you know. Ended up going straight to Barrett.
There's a point in the 90s where very few fields, especially at the schoolboy level, were well covered with grass, weren't very well maintained. There was multiple sports happening on a lot of the fields, but schools have gotten better as time has gone on, have put in irrigation systems, and
they're showing more pride.
Yeah.
In that regard.
Because of that, a lot more attractive on TV as well. The football quality has probably improved, and not probably, has definitely improved in certain schools.
Yep, so that's a start. The improvement that needs now is for the fields to be level. Irwin, they're playing the ball around nicely. Number of players inside the box here looking to convert. And some stubborn defending by Anchovy.
Irwin's last game, a 2-0 win over Green Pond. Before that, 3 draws in a row. 0-0 against St. James, 0-0 against Malden, and 1-0 against Malden in the return leg. So finally getting back to winning ways in that 2-0 win over Green Pond. Started the season with 4 wins in a row. Irwin and then just fell off a stride a bit, including a big 2-1 win over 12-time champions Cornwall College. Coaching staff spoke about how happy they were to get back to winning ways 2-0. There's Norman Foster having his talk now with the boys.
So just the 1 goal in it so far, and it came from the boot of Fabian Gray. That was a lovely ball to him, and he took it relatively well in his stride and then converted. That was in the 9th minute of play. Would have wanted a better first touch, but it was enough. Yeah, the first touch was heavy, keeper was late, and he managed to place it just inside of the near post. His 3rd this season, Fabian Gray, who wears number 11 for Irwin. But yeah, they've been bossing the possession, Irwin High, in this fixture so far. And had several other opportunities to improve the scoring, but just the 1 goal to show for it.
Do you remember that 32 teams will advance from the first round to the second round? It will be 2 from each zone, and the 4 best 3rd place teams then go into the second round. First seed will play against the 32nd, second seed against the 31st, and there they go. It's a home and away. An added round this year by ISSA. And more football to be played for these teams. Great to see.
Yeah, we don't mind at all, Chris Taylor.
No, they will go into a round of 16 after that, where there will be 4 zones of 4. The top 2 from those 4 zones will go through to a quarter-final round, where with 2 zones then of 4 teams. So 8 teams overall, and then of course the top 2 from each of those 2 groups will go into the semi-finals, and then the final is extended the competition by a week to facilitate the added round. But yeah, a lot of football for these youngsters in the season. 6 teams in this zone, so of course there will be 10 matches in the first round. Another reason why there are 7 substitutions allowed in schoolboy football. Facilitate that long season and allow for multiple changes.
Well, play will resume now. One thing I like about this Irwin team is that they try to be very disciplined with their formations. The wingers are hogging the lines, trying to stretch the play as best as they possibly can. They always go for the extra pass. They try to keep it along the turf. And you can see what they're trying to do in attack. Give them credit. Ball sent inside from Fletcher, or at least that was the aim. Oh, this could be something. Couldn't quite get it under his spell. Aiden James. It's going to be quite a learning experience for the front man for Anchovy High. Stretcher has been summoned onto the park. Oh no. Was it a hamstring injury? Or was it the back of the knee that he held? Which means that there was a twist there. As I said before, that not all areas on the field level. Sometimes it's difficult to discern where, especially if it's well grassed as it is here at Cornwall College. And that may have been the situation which caused this injury. Some ice being applied, and I think a change is going to be made by Anchovy with Nathan Campbell coming off.
Yeah, not the injured player. One of the players we were looking out for as well there, number 17, 1 goal, 1 assist to his name, Nathan Campbell. His afternoon is over.
Yeah, Ryan Mitchell now comes on the park. Looks to be a little bit disappointed
still down. On that far side is Montague. And he's struggling as well. I'm wondering if a second change will have to be made.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised that they made that change so early.
Not knowing what was happening with Montague. Well, this will certainly add to the
the referee has, well, he did indicate a stretcher, but we don't see one here at the venue, and they're not going to ask him to walk it off, or at least get up from where he is. A discussion has been had.
More players warming up for Anchovy as well.
Which isn't a surprise.
That's Antoine Marshall warming up there, number 10. Officials still discussing with match commissioner Ewan Scott. But there is Montague hobbling around the corner flag. There, number 7, he's still off. Not sure he's going to be able to continue, so there will probably be another change. I'm not sure. We still haven't seen the stretcher, unfortunately, or the medical staff. Not sure what Issa will have to say about that, but good to see that Montague is able to at least walk.
Yeah, but
certainly feeling that knee.
He shouldn't be, should he?
And they still haven't made the change, but seems as if Marshall is being prepared, so they're down to 10 men for the time being.
So the question is, will Anchovy be able to withstand the pressure with 10 players on the park? Striding forward. That's a lovely touch inside. That should be 2. The flag is up for offside though. And it's frustration at the end of the day.
Can't understand how Ajay Walters just strolled through the Anchovy back line like it was a walk in the park. Nobody putting any pressure on the Irwin number 3, the left back. There he is going through. Good vision by him, but Campbell was offside, and it was an easy call for the assistant. He's disappointed, but he should have checked his run, Campbell. Too easy though from an Anchovy perspective, and they need to tighten up a bit, or this could be a runaway for Irwin.
Devon Stewart in the way there. Did well for his team, the captain. Walters again. Lovely turn by Leo Campbell. It's Campbell across the face of goal.
Should have scored there. Leo Campbell has already provided an assist, and that should have been the 5th of this season. The Irwin number 10 leading goal scorer. Yeah, he should have been finding the far corner. Had the right idea though to go to the far post. but he went on the wrong side of it. Way too easy for him, and I'm sure he's liking his chances of adding to his tally. So much space. Anchovy just chasing. Still haven't made that change?
No, they haven't. Still 10 players on the park. And Irwin looking to take advantage of it. This one is fired in from distance and it's put behind by Moses James. Corner kick coming up. There's the delivery. That's a big chance. That's put away. The flag is up for offside though.
Jay Walters again, was it? They're number 3 in an offside position. Yes. Delivering to the box.
Yeah, clearly offside. Clearly offside, yeah.
Had that come off of a defender though, well, it would have been good to go.
Owen, they have showed all the attacking intent. They have earned all the offsides in this one.
Finally the substitution is made. It is Antoine Marshall. Scored 1 so far this season. On for Montague.
James gonna reach that one.
So it was a bit of a head injury. Arm to the face. I just was wondering at first why referee Coombs stopped play. But yeah, a head injury. Everyone seems okay though.
Fletcher. Lovely touch inside. And Gray wasn't convinced to continue his overlapping run.
Moranta's switch flanks, of course, started out on the left-hand side. He's now switched to the right position, and he's coming actually into the central right side of the midfield now for Irwin.
Nice touch forward. They know how to keep the possession. There's a challenge that was late on the goal scorer.
Still find them a bit slight though, Donald. Not using their arms very well, Irwin, to command their position. Did you see it? Just allowing the Anchovy players even to come within their zone. I think they need to protect the ball a bit better than that, and I guess against better opposition it will be even more important.
Ronaldo Cox is now down and requires some attention. Here's a free kick. Lofted it high inside the box. Oh, that's a good goal. Wonderful header. Did well to get to the end of that one, Leo Campbell. He's had his chances in this game, but he's made full use of that one, and he has now got his 5th goal this season. Irwin's number 10, and they lead by 2-0.
Lovely delivery by their captain CJ Johnson as well, the number 6. Great trajectory on that, and the pace was excellent as well. No surprise that Irwin have doubled their lead, and that man as well, Leo Campbell, who probably should have scored a few moments ago with a left-footed shot. This time with the head, not the tallest figure, but he made himself big, and the power behind that header, no chance for Orlando Barrett between the sticks. Yeah, bursting through the hands there of Barrett. And as I said, this could be a long afternoon for Anchovy.
Walters on it now. Well, almost went across, you know. That's not the most convincing clearance, and the shot is wide, however. Coming from Ronaldo Hilton.
That delivery from the dead ball though by CJ Johnson. Really good with the left foot in swinging delivery. And all Campbell had to do was to put it on target, and he did that superbly.
Another lovely ball through the channel to pass inside the box, though was a little bit overweight.
15 goals now in the season for Irwin. It's been a good return. This their 9th game, and victory today would take them up to 21 points. What a lead that would be in Zone A. 9 points would be the lead over Cornwall College, who are in 2nd position. Do you remember that the 2nd round is all about seeding? It's an inter-zone round. The number 1 seed will play against the 32nd seed. 2nd seed will play against the 31st. And this group in Zone A, this Zone A group, is a seeded group, which means the winner of the group gets an extra point going in. So they will actually go in, when you're ranking the teams at the end of it, they will actually go in with 6 points. A non-seeded group get 5. So even more incentive for Irwin. There's nothing to suggest that they won't be at the top at the end of the 1st round.
Not the best communication there. Irwin, that's a lovely ball inside, and he's kited over the top.
That communication wasn't the best either.
Yep, was another big opportunity. This time Nicholas Samuels running through may have come to him a little bit quicker than he anticipated. Just ticking out a boot there, and it was too much.
Like he got it on the half volley in the end, so just bouncing off the ankles maybe.
So looking for his 1st goal this season.
Again, especially the right side of the Irwin attack, finding a lot of joy. And as I said, the pass is through the lines.
Yeah, not the best clearance, and this one is sent across the face of the goal. I think he was actually trying to find the target for that occasion, Fabian Gray.
Put his hands up, as I see you're saying, why didn't my teammate get on the end of it? But that was definitely a shot, young Fabian. That was not a pass.
Just a couple of minutes to be added for stoppages. Can they get something going here? No, not a lot of room. We're just midway through. Time added for stoppages, and Irwin, they are all over Anchovy. Anchovy a little bit fortunate to be only down by 2 goals. Ball played from White. Campbell does well to keep it in, you know. And overcooked to the pass inside the box. Not a lot of time remaining. Can Irwin get one more? Ball over the top. It was always going to be difficult for him to win that challenge, but it's going to be a free kick to Anchovy nevertheless. Aiden James again in the thick of things. The point man for Anchovy in this attack. 13 years old, actually turns 14 in November. Aiden James. The number 14 there. Jaquan Kenton just making sure that the water's being set up. There's James. Talk about a learning curve for that youngster.
I'm figuring you might be more than a handful at the Pepsi level.
This one is driven over the top. A little bit disappointed there. Jordan Gale looking to add to the one goal to his name this season. And I think that should be that for the first half. And that is that for the first half. Irwin in control. In control of this one. Fabian Gray on the score sheet first. Before Leo Campbell got his 5th goal this season. And Irwin pretty much on easy street in this fixture. They have been creating the chances and they've converted 2 of them. And so far, Anchovy, they have done little in the attacking third. And I suspect that they would want to be saving face for this game. But let's see what the second half will provide for us. At the end of the first 45 minutes, it's Anchovy High 0, Irwin High 2.
coast of Jamaica is where we're at for DaCosta Cup schoolboy football action. Cornwall College it is. But yeah, the first match of our doubleheader, Irwin High leading Anchovy High by 2-0 after 45 minutes. These are the highlights. And after 9 minutes, Irwin in the purple were ahead. Good pass by Leo Campbell and into Fabian Gray, converting into the far corner. The first touch wasn't the best, but goalkeeper Barrett didn't come with any conviction and made the finish easy. For Gray to add his third of the season, and Irwin their 14th goal in a history-making season for them. That's the best chance for Anchovy in the first half, and it was well kept out by goalkeeper Kenton at his near post. Irwin continuing to get inside the box. This was a shot towards the near post from Gray, yet again looking for a second, and it was turned behind by Barrett on this occasion for a corner. Good strike with the left foot, and looked awkward, Barrett, but he got the job done. Irwin continuing to come forward. It was a nice crossfield ball. Leo Campbell with the skill, and that should have been Nicholas Samuel's first of the season. No conviction in the strike here, and then the follow-up header, well, wasn't the best. Stayed at 1-0 for the time being, but good pass it was by their left back, Ajay Walters. Then Leo Campbell, their leading goal scorer, getting into the box. Well, given way too much space, looked for the far corner, pulled it wide, and then he was a lot more accurate with his head. Lovely delivery into the box by the captain, CJ Johnson. And Campbell, powerful header through the hands of Barrett, his 5th of the season, and Irwin up by 2-0. That was never threatening the goal from Anchovy, and Damian Coombs had seen enough for the first half. 2-0 after 45 minutes, 9 shots, 6 on target for Irwin. It's been one-way traffic, none on target from their 2 attempts for Anchovy. Some 9 fouls between the two, no cards shown, 3 offsides for Irwin. They have been doing all the attacking, majority of the corners and majority of the possession. There's no surprise. The group leaders of Zone A lead bottom of the table Anchovy by 2-0 after 45 minutes. Let's find out where Kimani is. He is with the fans from the stands.
Thank you, Chris. I am here with some Irwinites. Irwin, how are we feeling?
We're feeling good. We're feeling good.
Tell me, how has the match been so far? Your team is dominating the game. How do you feel about your prospects of scoring more goals?
Personally, I feel good, and I know for sure that Irwin is going to win this match today. We're definitely excited about it.
You're the student council rep for 6th form.
No, for the entire school. I'm the student council president.
Right. Tell us about Irwin and the team spirit as it relates to supporting the football team.
Alright, so we have come a far way, but our manager, Mr. Kelvin, he has been working with the boys, and they have made a very good progress this year, and we're just hoping that they will continue to, just continue to do what they're supposed to do and win the matches and get through to the zone.
Okay, you speak about winning the matches. Yes. Do you think Irwin can win it all?
I'm trusting that they will.
What do you think about Irwin's chances to win it all this season?
They have a good chance to win to enter zone and go very far.
Give me a score line. You're up 2-0. Give me a score line.
4-0. Irwin.
Can I have a score line? You're up 2-0.
We'll give them 5-0.
5-0. You heard it here from the fans.
In all honesty, that's what we got the last time with them in our match before. So that or more, to be honest.
That or more. You heard it here from the fans. We'll be back with more DaCosta Cup action when we come back.
Lots of football action on your home of champions, including the UEFA Champions League tomorrow. Atletico Madrid against Club Brugge, 11:45 a.m., 12:45 p.m. ECT. You don't want to miss that on SportsMax. Also on SportsMax in the afternoon, Barcelona against Inter Milan. It's now or never for Barcelona. Let's see what they can come up with against Inter Milan in the UEFA Europa League on SportsMax 2 on Thursday. Bodo will entertain Arsenal, actually. So Arsenal will be on the road on Thursday. That match is at 11:45 a.m., 12:45 p.m. ECT. And Real Betis against Mona is the other game on SportsMax, 11:45 a.m., 12:45 p.m. ECT. In the afternoon, PSV against FC Zurich. That's at 2 p.m., 3 p.m. ECT. So 2-0 at halftime, and Anchovy will get us on the way. Irwin with the advantage after 45 minutes. Let's see if they'll add more. They certainly had the opportunities in the first half, and they converted 2 of them. Pounced upon here. Ball played through, couldn't quite capture it. Aiden James. Now it goes the other way. And Irwin, that one is kept in play. That's on the bad delivery inside, you know. Easy call there. Taken quickly. Gray. No problems there for Alanda Barrett. Did a lot of the heavy lifting there, but couldn't quite keep the possession. Scrappy start to the second half here. Irwin, they are the leaders in the zone, and they lead it comfortably. Chance here to get a third, and that's hit wide by Leah Campbell. Oh, nicely done. Wonderful footwork there by Marshall. James has it.
Difficult position for that man. Clevon Patterson, head of the PE department, just taking over the reins of this Anchovy team, who are yet to gain a point in the competition, and based on how this afternoon is going, they might still be waiting for that point. This is their 9th game, and it's been all losses for them, just 4 goals scored in the competition, and they've now conceded 34. Did spend a couple of years out of the competition as well, Anchovy, so it's good to see them getting the program going yet again. We hope that this doesn't discourage them too much, but give them useful experience for the years to come. Nice move yet again, certainly a foul, and lucky to get away with a card. That was a foul on Fabian Gray, who scored the first goal. Cox, the guilty party. Very lucky not to go in referee Coombs' book. The last time we saw a dead ball delivery from the from this side of the attack, the right hand side, it was a goal for Irwin. The same man is going to deliver yet again. CJ Johnson, their captain.
So CJ Johnson to deliver this one. That's not a bad looking one at all. And how did he not convert that one?
What a delivery yet again from CJ Johnson. Really quality from the dead ball. This time with the right foot into the box. That was a lovely delivery. Oh, he's got to score there. That's an amazing miss by Quest, who has just come onto the park not so long ago. Abraham Quest.
Well, that's another opportunity that is dragged wide. Kenny was close. Here's another chance, dribbling through the space, trying to get the shot on his second goal. Fabian Gray. Lofted ball inside the area, taken at the back post. Again, a lofted ball inside the box, and they've done just enough. Conceded the corner kick though.
You want to play the football.
Can't quite reach James. That's a wonderful first save, but he can't do anything about the second as yet. Final effort is blocked.
Yeah, but that wasn't good work by Samuels inside the box. Trying to be a little bit too cheeky, the number 21, instead of just kicking it into the back of the net. Wanted to beat the goalkeeper yet again. Here was a strike from outside the box. Barrett didn't deal with it well. Let's look at the moment here. Maybe to give Barrett credit, he did cover the near post. So Samuels felt as if he needed to go back inside.
Here's a corner kick.
Wasn't good enough.
Ball had gone out. Well, that wasn't convincing at all. And this one is sent on a platter and it's put away finally. They get their third. And it is Leo Campbell again who gets his second of the game and sixth this season. Service from Fabian Gray on the right. And Leo Campbell had all the time in the world inside the box to put that one away. And Irwin, they lead Anchovy by 3-0 now.
Started by Kenroy Morant. Good vision to look up and see that his teammates were free on the right hand side. And took it well, did Fabian Gray. And then the finish by Leo Campbell, who has been the most composed inside the area. And this was another example. Good touch just to cushion it. And then the pace of the finish, too much for Barrett. 5 and now 6 for Leo Campbell on the season. And what a game he's having. 2 goals and an assist thus far. And yeah, as we expected, Irwin running away with this one a little bit too easy.
So he's on a hat-trick. He scored one with his head, one with his right foot.
Had a lovely chance off the left as well, which he pulled wide. Maybe he'll get another.
Maybe. Another opportunity here for Irwin, and that one is put wide and just wide too. Nicholas Samuel still seeking for his first goal this season.
And he's had quite a few chances, has Samuels. He's very frustrated, the number 21, as we take a look at the bench. He's been certainly in the box quite a few times. Good looks as well. But still yet to find the target. This man, Morant, has been hard to deal with from an Anchovy perspective. He's now back on the left-hand side of things in his red boots.
Mitchell trying to make his way through. Picked up by Ryan Mitchell. Mitchell looking for the ball over the top, gets it again, and decides to go himself. Wants to take that down first time. Nicholas Samuels was unable to do so. Mitchell. Composure by Moses James at the back for Anchovy. Irwin set to make a couple of changes in short order. Desiree Campbell and Jordan Forbes getting ready to come on. Irwin looking for a fourth. They've had the majority of the possession so far in this game. Tricked himself in the end, Leah Campbell. So Jordan Forbes comes on, replacing Fabian Gray. One of the goal scorers. It's not a decent game, Fabian. And he was the first on the score sheet in this encounter. Lovely finish after getting the ball from the other goal scorer in this game, Leah Campbell. Of course, he would also assist Campbell for his second.
So a goal and an assist for Gray. And Nicholas Samuels also taken out, who's had a frustrating afternoon. Quite a few chances, unable to find the back of the net, still looking for his first this season.
Desiree Campbell has come on instead. James won it back, you know, and this shot is driven wide of the mark.
First time in quite a while we've seen Anchovy in the 18-yard area of Irwin. Still unable to get it on target. Are we still waiting for their first attempt on target? They had 0 at the end of the first half.
Yep. Still waiting on it. They're really confident is Irwin. Trying to dribble his way through and inside the box. Nothing doing. Marshall. Antoine Marshall forced wide. Still an opportunity here for Irwin, and it's put over the top, rather from Anchovy. High and wide from Jordan Gale, looking for his second this season.
Well, 2 times in the box in the last couple of minutes. Improvement for Anchovy. Still yet to register 1 on target. Yeah, and Irwin will be looking to keep yet another clean sheet.
Campbell. Here's a chance. This one played inside. Should be able to finish. It's charged down. There's a coming together that was awkward, and it's going to be a free kick to Irwin High.
It made it look dramatic, but I think he's fine. Had referee Coombs fooled that for a moment. Thought it was something serious. And yeah, going through the back and the elbow up in the back of the head as well. That's from the substitute, Brian Mitchell. And this is a good position for Irwin. Just moments before though, what a lovely pass it was by Leo Campbell into the box, and a better touch from his teammate, and that would have been 4 for Irwin. That's something they'd want to sharpen up, because against better opposition you just won't have that time and space, and you need to be clinical. The opportunities might be a lot fewer.
There wasn't any contact. He just went down, which is always a concern.
Well, you did speak about the uneven nature of the field. We've seen an example of it earlier. They already lost number 7 Montague through an injury like that, and this looks something similar as well with the knee. That just wonder if he stepped in a rut. Dante White. The yellow card is out as well, so looks like it will be the first one. It will be Mitchell who would receive it, and it really was a bad challenge into the back. Yeah, trying to talk his way out of it, but referee Coombs explaining why it is the use of the elbow and the forearm.
I'd like to see this done at the schoolboy football level, where it's explained at times as to why a yellow card is shown. Players just taking a quick water break there. There's another change that's being made.
And these are the goals. Fabian Gray with the first after 9 minutes. His 3rd of the season. It was a lovely pass by Leo Campbell. And then the second, Leo Campbell, first provider, now scorer. The leading goal scorer for Irwin, his 5th of the season there. And that was a lovely delivery by his captain, CJ Johnson. And then the 3rd. Crossfield ball initially from Morant. Found Fabian Gray, and it was a good ball into Leo Campbell, who had the touch and the finish for his 6th of the season. That came after 59 minutes, and it was 3-0.
So Bar just setting up his wall here. As Irwin, they have a free kick. CJ Johnson, the skipper, is behind it. So too Irwin's number 7, Kenoy Morant. Both of them, they have a goal to their name this season. Is it going to be the right foot of Johnson or the left foot of Morant? It is Morant, and it's put behind for a corner kick. It was going nowhere near the goal, the attempt.
It was a pretty good kick. I actually think he was picking out a teammate there, even though it might have been a shot, but it was heading to a teammate. And good defending in the end, because had it found, it looked like the substitute at the back post, there's Roy Campbell, probably would have been a tap-in.
Here's Campbell's delivery.
Well, at one stage I thought that was heading into the far corner. Nice pace on it by Campbell. And luckily for Barrett, it went just wide. Serious rain looks like it's setting up as well over the well-known Cornwall College stand.
I think the winds are pushing it
to
our right.
I hope you're better than Roy Forrester at predicting the conditions.
I think we'll get some of it, but I think it's going by the outskirts of where we are. What can Anchovy do here? Not a lot. And the yellow card is going to be shown here. I don't think that needs explanation.
Morant, the recipient. Couple good moves in the last few minutes by Anchovy. Yeah, certainly yellow card there. He's been involved in a couple of them as well as Irwin.
I don't think it was necessary for him to do that. He was going straight into a defender, I felt. And Morant just pulled him back. So free kick to Anchovy. Marshall sends this one high inside the box and it's headed towards goal. Jordan Gade was at the end of that one. And that's your first attempt on target.
Well done, Anchovy. I've had a couple good build-ups in the second half, and even though it wasn't threatening really to Kenton between the sticks, at least it was on target for them. 6 out of their 8 games, Irwin, they have kept a clean sheet. Looking for their 7th. It's a good record to have. And they've been barely troubled by this Anchovy team.
Oh, nice return ball. Lovely first touch. Delivered across. Another opportunity here, and it's straight to goalkeeper Barrett. Again, it was Ronaldo Hilton looking for his first goal this season. Ball played upfield, and this is another chance that's converted, and he gets his hat-trick. Leo Campbell, a wonderful display this afternoon from Irwin's number 10, and a third goal to his name to bring the tally up to 7 for the season, and Irwin comfortable and in charge.
Lovely take with the left foot. Good control here, just to put it in his stride. Oh, that's a lovely take. Allowed the ball to come across his body. And unfortunately for you, Donald, he didn't use the left foot, but he used the right yet again to finish. The second with the right, there's been one with the head. And it's been an excellent hat-trick for their leading goal scorer in Leo Campbell, who's been a standout since the age of 13 years old in this parish. He's won it all at the younger levels, and he's delivering here for his team. Scored 2 goals and had 2 assists last season, so already an improved performance, 7 already on the season, and one of the main reasons why Irwin are top in this group and causing so much trouble up front.
Well, can they get one back? They can. Kenton unable to keep the clean sheet. And Anchovy gets one back through O'Neill Irving. Who's on the score sheet for the first time this season. Took a chance from distance. And really, Kenton should have done better there.
Way better. Very unfortunate goalkeeping for Kenton. As I said, they've kept 6 clean sheets in 8. And it won't be a 7th. And disappointing for him. At this stage, no real chance for Anchovy, but good to see them. They've been having a better second half. We spoke about the couple attempts going forward, and Irvin was a part of it. And then they had their first shot on target. Now their first goal. Just their 5th of the season. We're about to see a most amusing substitution.
Irwin looking for a 5th. Campbell taken down outside the box. Free kick to Irwin. I believe it is a free kick. That's been awarded, yep. So, right on the edge of the box here, Irwin, they have a free kick. Challenge coming in. No appeal for a penalty. Johnson won the throw in for his team. So the chance for Irwin here at the top of the box, and this one is just over the top. Ronaldo Hilton again.
Not a bad idea by Hilton. Just had the ball caught under his foot a little. Seemed like there was a deflection as well, so you'll get a corner. But he was looking for that far corner and wasn't far off.
Here's the delivery again. Anchovy doing enough. Only got so far though. White does well. Cut down in the end, that should be a yellow card. The referee took it out immediately. Challenge coming out of an abundance of frustration, I suspect.
Devon Stewart.
The captain, yep.
Good skill here. There's a tough one, yeah, that was a bit wild from Stewart. Deserved yellow card. 3rd we have seen. 1 for him, 1 for Morant, and 1 for Mitchell.
So Irwin, they're going to be making the 3 changes, including a swap of goalkeepers.
That was the change we were talking about.
Yep.
bad mistake by Barrett, allowing the goal. And the denial of a 7th clean sheet, so he will be off. I guess the thinking behind Norman Foster as well is that this game a certainty for Irwin, so an opportunity to blood some players as well, give some playing time. Never know where in the season he will need to turn to some of these players to grab a result, so getting their feet wet, as they would say.
Kamoy Phillips comes on to replace Jaquan Kenton in goal. Would have loved to have kept the clean sheet. Kenton. And Hilton's time is also up. And replacing him is Mark Buttle. Anchovy set to make a change themselves. Jordan Gale is off. Kemaroka is on. Easily handled in the end by Fletcher. Played along the channel and too much for the Irwin midfielder to do. And that's Jordan Forbes, who's just come on. Play has to be stopped because it appears to be a head injury. It's O'Neill White on the ground as we take a look at the SportsMax app moment, and it was a good goal there coming in from Leo Campbell, rising highest, powering the header home. Delivery coming from C.J. Johnson. Another assist to his name, the captain, and that's the SportsMax app moment courtesy of the SportsMax app. On the turf.
O'Neill White there. Lots of wild kicks in that play. Ricocheting off all kind of players. There we see Norman Foster there. What a good job Norman Foster has done since coming to Irwin. Of course, he was a part of the 2016 winning Cornwall College 2016 Cornwall College team that won the DaCosta Cup. He was one of the assistant coaches in that setup. Then left, has come to Irwin, and what a good job he has done. Former Premier League player, of course, with Mobay United, was a part of the national setup. A good defender in his time, Norman Foster. A calm presence, and that's what he's brought to this Irwin team. They've been very calm. No surprise that they've been so good defensively as well. Only conceding, 3 goals now in 9 matches. So bringing his expertise, and of course knows what it takes to win a title at this level as well, being a part of that Cornwall team. Cornwall haven't won since.
In James has come on, or come off rather. Dylan Kelwell is on the park for Anchovy. Irwin looking for yet more goals. Ball played inside. This is another big opportunity. That's a wonderful save, you know. Using his feet well. Another chance. Put away. Still. And there's a handled ball there. So many opportunities for Irwin to extend the lead in this one.
Here's one of them. Nice ball into the box. It was a good first touch, you know. Excellent touch by Leo Campbell, who's really showed good composure in the 18-yard area. His touches have been good with either foot. And the strike, it was with the left, you'll be happy to know. But yeah, that was probably the best save Barrett has made of the afternoon. There's been quite a few hat-tricks this season in schoolboy football. This has been the second televised hat-trick. We saw one from Martin Tudor, the Guyanese, from St. Jago. Yeah. And this is the second of them. Leo Campbell. He could still be the first to score 4 on TV this season.
True, still has time. I'm actually surprised that he hasn't been taken off.
I thought you were going to say you were surprised he hasn't scored 5 or 6.
Ball played inside, and that could be a 4th. Oh, that's the best of the lot. There it is. And it's with his left foot as well. 2 from the right, 1 from the left, 1 with the header. It's a tremendous all-round display from Irwin's number 10, Leo Campbell. And look at this finish again. Emphatic.
Yeah, I think he should use the left foot a lot more. The touch, though, to set up the goal was sublime with the right foot. Just how he took that touch with the right and opened up his body, allowing the ball to come across. The pass wasn't that bad either. And yeah, Barrett was coming out, but he was pedestrian. And that's a top finish. As you would say, a complete 4.
Something he'll remember for a while.
And he certainly stands alone. The only man this season to score 4 goals in a televised game. Norman Foster will be proud. He's used to stopping goals from going in, not scoring them. But he'll be proud of his number 10, who's been a real standout youngster in this parish.
For years, from the under-13 level.
Showed real promise. Played for Granville as well. Won at the youth level in the club league. He's a big deal for this Irwin team.
Kimani, before the game, was wondering if it was because he was named of one Lionel Messi, why he has that name as a first name, Leo Campbell.
Well,
I'm wondering if that was a bit of a stretch, but he has scored 4 goals, hasn't he?
You do well to have a better game than this. He hasn't only scored 4, he has an assist as well. So it's been an all-round performance.
So it's really going to be tight to know who's going to be MVP, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, real close stuff. Think about it for a bit. This one is fired well wide of the box. That effort coming in from Nicholas Fletcher, who's also had a decent game at right back.
Cornwall supporters coming in there, red and gold. There's a special old boys situation going on. I'm sure we'll talk more about that after this. They call it homecoming.
Yep. Cornwall College homecoming. 60 years.
Yeah, and that stand you spoke about, the famous stand, is getting a lot more populated. It's been a rough afternoon for him and the rest of Anchovy.
Here's the stand. Almost.
The height of that stand, and
it looks terrifying from here, right?
Yes. It's like, yeah.
Jordan Forbes. Nedrick doing well. Stocky play in the middle of the park. Anchovy's number 15. And here's another old boy, our videographer Hugh. I'm sure he'd prefer watching it from the sidelines and not showing pictures from high above. Hugh Clark. And that should be a penalty. Just spoke about Nedrick.
And yeah, Leo Campbell won the penalty as well. What a game he's having. Not sure he'll kick it. Oh, he is.
That was clumsy in the end.
He wants it. And I think the coach has said, allow Leo to take another one. No, he's going to pass it up. Chance for 5, no. But if it scores, he'll get his second assist.
Yeah. Jordan Forbes is the one who's placed it. As Irwin High, they look for a 6th in this one.
And it would be Forbes' first of the season if he does convert. Not often you see a forward wearing number 2. Somebody else could talk about that.
Yes, somebody else. So Forbes behind this one. The referee having a word with Alonzo Barrett. Telling him all the rules. A foot needs to be on the line when the ball is kicked. Can he stop Jordan Forbes to get his first this season? Forbes steps up and it's saved. He has stopped it. And that's the end of the game. That in itself turned out to be a consolation. Leah Campbell ends with 4 goals and an assist. And they do have something to smile about in the end, that they didn't get 6. Irwin, well, they'll move on from this one with maximum points. They remain clear at the top of Group A in the DaCosta Cup, but this is the player that we're going to be talking about for a while this season. Leah Campbell with 4 goals and 8 on the season for him. Irwin's number 10. And Irwin now move to 21 points in the group. Their 6th win, 5-1 over Anchovy.
Well, it was one-way traffic throughout the 90 minutes. Irwin in their purple coming forward, and their first goal would come after just 9 minutes. Fabian Gray with his 3rd of the season, and Leo Campbell with his first contribution and assist. The Irwin number 10 and standout player. And Anchovy up against it, conceding 5 in the first leg. Anchovy lost by 5 goals to 0. And this was their best chance of the first half, coming in towards the near post, and goalkeeper Kenton doing enough. But yeah, it was all Irwin working their way into the box. This was a strike to the near post by Gray yet again, looking for a second. Well saved on this occasion by Barrett. You'd have a busy afternoon. The Anchovy custodian getting the job done there. And Irwin continuing to come forward. Ajay Walters with it into Nicholas Samuels, and he was just unable to find the score sheet today. This a lovely finish by Leo Campbell. First the delivery by CJ Johnson for his first assist of the season, and yeah, a powerful header by Leo Campbell. Such a standout player, their number 10. And 2-0 after 42. We'd move to the second half. That's how we'd go to the break at 2-0. Now second half action, and Campbell with his second after 57 minutes. Nice ball by Morant, cross field. Found Fabian Gray, who this time provided a nice cushion touch with the right foot by Campbell. And a firm finish for his second. That was his 6th of the season. Continuing to come forward, Campbell with the hat-trick after 74. And just love how he took that with the outside of his left boot to take it in stride, and then the finish with the right foot. And that was 3 for him and 7 on the season after 72. Anchovy, they would get a consolation, looking better in the second half. Irvin driving forward, that should have been saved by Kenton. Poor goalkeeping. Nevertheless, something to cheer about for Anchovy. Their first goal against Irwin this season. And yeah, his first for the season as well. Irvin, that came after 76 minutes. And the icing on the cake for Leo Campbell. Driving forward, lovely pass there into Irwin, and again the movement was perfect for their number 10. This time the touch with the right foot to open up the body, and the instep finish with the left. A complete 4. Left, 2 rights ahead, and an assist as well. Should have probably had a second assist when he earned this penalty after showing great skill on the right hand side. He was brought down. The substitute Jordan Forbes to take the penalty, but he could not convert. Too much down the middle. Barrett did well, much to the glee of his teammates, and 5-1 after 90. All 3 points for Irwin. They confirm their position at top of Zone A. 5-1 over Anchovy. 20 shots, some 12 on target for Irwin. 2 on target from 4 attempts for Anchovy. They had a better second half. 15 fouls between the two, and 3 yellow cards shown by referee Coombs. 8 corners for Irwin. They really had a dominant display in the attacking side of things. Majority of the possession with 60%. And 5-1 they win. A thumping victory. They go to 21 points in first position. And let's hear for Digicel man of the match. None other than Leo Campbell with his 4 goals and 1 assist.
Thanks a lot, Chris. I'm here with the man of the match, Leo Campbell. Leo, congratulations. That is your trophy. You can go and hang that up anywhere you want to. Let me ask you, of the 4 goals that you scored, which one was your favorite?
The last one.
Yeah, why was it your favorite?
Because I practice a lot with the left foot, so yeah, I execute well.
Yeah, so let me ask you though, you came into the season wanting to score goals, of course. Do you have in mind what number you would like to end on by the end of the season?
10, but unfortunately I don't think I will get there.
Why you don't think so?
Because lack finishing.
Well, you're almost halfway there.
I have to see how the season goes.
All right, well, congratulations to you today, and congratulations on winning. Yeah, so that was Leo. Leo was there, man of the match. We're waiting to have a chat now with the coach from Anchovy High, Clevin Patterson. Coach,
yes, sir.
You did come into this one confident that you will win, but the boys seem to be jovial after all. How do you feel about the game?
I am pretty elated with how our season is actually ending, right? As I said before, we actually changed coaching staff, and the boys, you can see it, they ended the game in high spirit, so you know it's a work in progress. They are doing better. We are playing more attacking game because the second half, which is the return leg at the competition, we have been scoring goals each games, right? And defensively we have also been doing well. We gave up a few soft goals in this game, and as I said, most of the boys, so they are youngsters. I think we have about 5 under 14 players. So we are definitely in the rebuilding process of our program. So this is a team that you are going to have to look out for next year.
All right, coach. Thank you so much. I will see the team next season.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. So let's have a chat now with the coach from Irwin High, who must be a very happy man. Coach, what do you think about the performance from your boys today?
I think it was a little bit slow, but you know, it was expected anyway. Coming off the week of so many matches, you know, but the main object is to get the win, and the boys stick to the task and they come away with the win, which I'm happy.
So you're steady at the top of the table. Have one more game in this group before you head over to the second round. What are some of the things that you're looking to improve on before you head into the second round?
And most thing we're looking forward to for the second round is, you know, our goal scoring. You know, I think we're lacking there a bit, you know, and hope that we'll get enough time to really cover that aspect of our game, and looking forward to the next round.
All right, coach. We'll see you then.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
So the final score in this one: Irwin High 5, Anchovy High 1. Irwin High comfortable atop Group A.